Good morning, American Jiu-Jitsu family. We are on tape 11, Yodan black belt. Okay, today's tape is going to be on what we call bursting or introductory to bursting. A little confusing to watch if you're not familiar, because when we first start teaching the system in the beginning, we're teaching you to receive force. The reconditioning, when you first start to learn to redevelop your muscle memory, is that when a person throws a punch at us, typically when we're untrained, we move back and we actually move into the force of the strike. So what we do is from white belt to black belt is we recondition you to step forward. We do step back if we can't, if we don't have enough time, but that's more of an instinctive reaction, so we only have so many techniques with that. Mainly in the beginning, from white belt to black belt, we're teaching you to recondition your muscle memory so you move in. Because the reality is that if you catch a punch here or you avoid a punch from here, you're not in the path of destruction. And then at second degree and above, we teach you a lot of avoidance with what we call or refer to as tazabaki. So we're still moving in, because jiu-jitsu is an in-fighting art. What we're doing it in a little bit more of an evasive way. At fourth degree black belt, because this is the junior master level, what we're doing is teaching you something that kind of goes against the grain, because you're being somewhat the aggressor. There's somebody with a big sign telling you they're about to hurt you, but instead of receiving the force now, we're shutting it down as soon as we see it present, and it's called bursting. So we go into this much deeper later on, but this is an intro. I never go into a concept big in the beginning. I introduce it, I show a few techniques, and then we go into it a little bit more detail at another degree. So in today's climate, where people are throwing bricks and chains and sticks and knives and for no apparent reason, you know, my opinion on all of this is very simple. Protest, say what you want to say, but once you cross that line for violence, you now became the criminal. And that's where it begins and ends with me. All right, anybody crosses that line with me to hurt me and my family, you pick the wrong person, okay? So this technique is a little bit more aggressive, okay? We're not waiting for that apex of the arch to be broken. As soon as the person raises their hand, we're going. We don't need to be told what's gonna happen if a person has a chain in their hand or a brick in their hand. Once that person presents with physical threat, we are going to pull that trigger, okay? In this case, we call it bursting. So we're gonna use a chain, but this could be a chain, this could be a hammer, this could be an axe, this could be a stick. We're just gonna use a little bit of a different weapon to make you understand it doesn't matter, because we're never gonna let that person get. Now you say, well, what if the person does? We have other techniques for that. This technique on this part is one part of this is one slice to the pizza pie. Always remember when you're watching these tapes, you're watching one slice to the pizza. If you have a question in your brain, what if? Do you think after 51 years you're the first person to think of that question? Give me a little bit more credit. I've dedicated my life to this, okay? So, watch this, understand it. You got questions, email me at americanjitsuli.com at gmail.com. Be glad to answer, or after July 15th, hopefully we reopen and you come down to the dojo, and I'll be glad to show you how these techniques work. So this is one slice to the pizza, realize what you're watching. So the first technique is gonna be an attack from the chain coming at us in that one position, like a downward overhand tap, and we're gonna do a left front kick to the groin. But we're taking that kick right from the get-go. As soon as we see he presents, we're not waiting to get inside or outside. We're going right in with the kick to the groin. In this case, we're gonna use the left leg. We could use the right leg. We'll show you that in a little bit. And then we're gonna do a technique, we're gonna do an elbow strike, because his body's gonna get hunched over from striking him in the groin. And then we're gonna do a technique that we refer to as Hijimatakomi. So let's look at the technique. She presents, boom, he kicks, bang, he hits from here and rips that off. Now understand something, that kick to the groin might be the finish off. Like I said, we have many bullets in that gun. The kick might be the bullet that finishes it off. The upward elbow strike might be. Every one of these techniques can be finished off before we get to the end result. We will always show you the end result, because that's the proper way of doing things. So let's look at that one more time. From here, the other side. From here, he kicks, boom, upward elbow strike, boom, comes over the top, underneath, bang, and look, that arm is like ripping a chicken wing right off a chicken's breast. Boom, nasty, nasty, painful technique. Let's look at number two. Now he sees the person approaching, coming across their body with the weapon, whatever that weapon might be. In this case, it's a chain. He's gonna blast a Muay Thai kick right to the back of the leg, boom, come over the top, and this technique is called a haragatami, which is the arm bar, and a neck crank, which is the other hand holding the neck. All right, let's look at that one more time. So from here, boom, he destroys, comes round, and here. So again, we're not waiting for that swing to go into process, where as soon as we see it, we're attacking it. Number 3 is similar to 1, but what happens now is our right leg is forward. So from here, we're gonna kick with that front kick to the groin. We're gonna hammer fist right to the groin, and now we're gonna come underneath and do that hijimata komi again. So kick, strikes, comes underneath, and rips that person's arm right off. Let's look at that one more time. Boom, bang, come underneath, and rips it right off. Beautiful. All right, now, number 4, we kind of get caught. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go all the way around the back on this one. We use what we call a waki gatami, which is an arm bar, and we bring her all the way around. From here, boom, and strike. There you go. Let's look back on the other side one more time. Beautiful. And then we got one more technique on this video, which is gonna be the person's taunting you with that stick in their face. What we're gonna do is we're gonna avoid that stick because they're taunting us, and we're gonna strike them right in the face with a punch. That's gonna bring their body back, and then we're gonna do an uppercut to the body to bring them back down. And then we're gonna come over the top and show you the technique from there. All right, so from here, he pushes the stick away, boom, stop, uppercut brings him down, he comes over the top. Now from here, it's hard to see this, but you see that? By putting that hand in between her thigh and that arm on his belly, he has what they call a haragatami, and he can snap that arm in a heartbeat. Let's look at that one more time. So he blasts through it, he moves the stick, boom, uppercut, boom, comes over the top, laces the hand right there, arm bar there, and he has the leg protected against any type of knee strike. Those were 5 techniques that we call bursting. Those are introductory to bursting against a chain. It could be a stick, it could be a hammer, it could be whatever it is that's coming at us, okay? A little bit more advanced kind of a technique. So if you're not sure about it, again, make some notes, come down to the dojo, check us out, see what we're all about. Main thing right now, home, healthy, safe. Be on the eye for what's coming down the street. If you see it, you can get out of there, get out of there. Always protect your family. And running is not being cowardly. Running sometimes is being smart, all right? To get into the middle of, no matter how good we are, when you have 100 people wrapped around you, it's not gonna be a good situation, okay? So avoidance at all possibility is definitely the way to go. If you gotta fight, you wanna learn the techniques that I just showed you today. Definitely, definitely. Again, stay home healthy and safe. I want to thank Kathy and Billy for helping me with these videos. Remember, American Jiu-Jitsu LI. It's our YouTube, Facebook, and email, gmail.com, American Jiu-Jitsu LI. And AJJ Centers will show you all our virtual training. We're looking for an opening date of July 15th. We're hoping and praying to get you back on the mat. Our studio is ready and willing to open. Now it's just a matter of getting the permission to be able to do that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a safe and healthy day, and we will see you on the next tape.